Welcome back to an NBA season or week prediction. I'm doing this a little bit ahead of time, so we won't pay attention to the standings because I'm doing this on Thursday night. So there's still a few days left to play, but let's get right into this. So we're going to start with the Sunday matchup. So let's go ahead and start with Boston versus Orlando. Boston's going to win that without a doubt. I don't think Boston's winning that one. Indiana versus the Knicks. I'm going to take Indiana in that one. The Knicks have seemed to improve a bit this week, but I have a good feeling about Indiana. They feel like that team that's kind of like they're not good enough to really be a playoff team, but play-in game, yes. Brooklyn will beat Detroit pretty handily again. Detroit, Orlando, not playing for much. They're just kind of there. Let's get into these games. Golden State will beat Toronto, I think. I think Toronto's on the brink of blowing it up. Golden State, obviously, isn't going to blow it up. But I'm going to go ahead and stick with Golden State in that game. I'll take Minnesota to beat Chicago. I think that could be a good game, but I got faith in Minnesota right now to beat Chicago. Chicago's still looking bad. Probably also going to blow it up here coming soon. So let's go. Denver will beat Charlotte. Again, Charlotte not looking great this year. LaMelo Ball has been out. Denver, one of the best teams in basketball. So I'm going to take Denver here. Washington versus Lakers. Lakers are probably going to dominate them. Washington's been on one heck of a skid right now. The Lakers have been on the upswing. I got the Lakers winning this one here. Cleveland versus Utah. I think Cleveland will win that game. Cleveland is still look good. I'm really high on Cleveland. I think they're a great team. Utah, again, if you watch these, I'm not very high on Utah. I think they're not that great. I'm going to go ahead and take Cleveland to beat Utah there. I'm going to take the Bucks to beat the Pelicans. These are probably the two best teams in basketball right now. Boston's in there, but the Pelicans are playing great. The Bucks are amazing. They got to be front runners. I think the Bucks will win this. It'll be close. Sacramento will beat Charlotte. Yeah, Sacramento will beat Charlotte. Charlotte's not been very great. They haven't looked that great. So, I'm going to take Sacramento there all day. Let's go over here and get these Mondays ones. And I'll come. Actually, let me just get these two East Conference ones. I think Philly will beat Toronto. Again, Toronto not looking great. Probably going to blow it up. They're probably going to start taking for Victor here soon. Unless they all of a sudden flip a switch and start winning games. I have faith in this. And I also think Atlanta, even though they've struggled a bit here recently, I don't know where even they are in the standings. They're in a play-in game. No, wait, they're in the... Never mind. Anyway, I think, again, Orlando ain't playing to win too many games, so I got Atlanta here to win this game here. Houston versus Sacramento. These are two teams that don't want to win. Sacramento is just the better team. Houston has had some solid moments, but Sacramento, I think, is the better team in that matchup and will win. I got Dallas beating the Timberwolves here. Timberwolves, again, they've been a little bit miffy. Dallas, without Luka, are terrible. With Luka, he's carrying the living crap out of them, but I still got to take Luka here. OKC versus Portland. I'm taking OKC. I got Shea. Portland's been the better team, but I got faith in Shea. He's carrying the living crap out of OKC right now. Him and Giddey. I got faith in Shea right now. I'm going to take the Lakers over the Suns. The Lakers are making a comeback. They're pushing for the playoffs right now. AD's playing out of his mind. LeBron's playing out of his mind. Westbrook's coming off the bench playing out of his mind. I'm going to take the Lakers here. I like that pick here. So now we're on to Tuesday. Memphis versus Dallas. Or Dallas. Denver. I'm going to go with Memphis. I think this could be a really good game. I think Denver could keep it close and could easily win this. I'm very high on Ja and the Memphis Grizzlies, so I'm gonna take the Grizzlies. I wouldn't be shocked if they didn't lose to Denver. Utah. I think Utah will beat Detroit again. Detroit not playing for much. Cade's out for the year. Utah kind of in the playoff mix, but I don't believe that they really are. So, but I'm gonna take Utah there. Golden State, the Knicks. I think Golden State wins it. As you can see, they're actually. I have some predictions that I just did that's not fully up to par. Golden State might make their way back into a playoff push after that ferocious start at the beginning of the season, but they're battling back. Phoenix should beat Washington again. Washington's looked terrible, and at this point, I just hope they tank for Victor. Trade Kuzma, tank for Victor. Miami, Chicago. I think Chicago will win this. Miami seems to be a mess. Chicago is a mess. This could be just a mess filled game. Who knows? I mean, both teams should be playing better than what they are with the amount of talent they have, but they both just look like messes. Cleveland versus Milwaukee. I think we're going to take Milwaukee here. Cleveland's look good. Milwaukee's look better. I'm still very high on the Bucks. Giannis is by far right now the best player in basketball. I'm going to go ahead and take the Bucks there. Philly, Detroit. Philly wins that easily. Not a problem. I think Atlanta can also beat Chicago very easily. I don't see that being much of a battle here. Chicago playing a back-to-back. I think Atlanta wins that easily. Boston should beat Indiana. I think that's pretty easy as well. Boston's just clearly the better team. Now, granted, I have noticed this week they have lost games that I had them winning. Granted, I basically always picked them to win, so it's easy for it to go the other way. I think Toronto will beat the Knicks. As you can see, I'm not very high on the Knicks. I think they are very much an average team, and I think Toronto has a good chance of beating them here. Brooklyn, Golden State, KD, Kyrie, they've been playing great. I got to go Brooklyn there. Let's continue on. Where Orlando versus Houston. I think Houston's the better team. I think they played better. They've showed flashes. Orlando's pretty much Bol and Banchero versus the world. I got Houston. Let's go on. Lakers, or not. The other LA team, the Clippers, are going to beat the Hornets very easily. I think that's going to not be that much of a close game. I got my Clippers, or not my Clippers, but the Clippers. Dallas, wow, they play again? Back to back. Let's let them split it. Let's give one the Timberwolves. Let's let them split that. Who knows? Luka might not play one of them. Let's have them split it. OKC, Portland's playing again. Huh? Well, let's split them again. Let's split them up. I think that could be very easily split anyway. I mean, they're both played in OKC. They're both played in Memphis or Minnesota. So, you never know. The Kings versus LA Lakers. I think the Lakers are going to win that pretty handily. I'm very big on the Kings this year. I'm hoping they succeed so hard to watch that terrible franchise dig themselves out of the grave, get their fans something to watch for. But I don't think they're beating the Lakers in this game. New Orleans should beat Sacramento pretty handily. I don't see that being much of a match. Sacramento is just not that team. They're probably going to trade anything they can trade and go for Victor. Let's be real here. Utah, Washington. I think Utah's going to win this game. Washington's been so bad here recently. They're just not winning games. Utah still kind of competing. I got Utah in this game. Those are the only two Thursday night games. That's nuts. Let's get into Friday here. Orlando, Sacramento. Ooh. There's nobody. Oh, wait. Saturday's Christmas Eve. Nobody plays on Saturday. Damn. I'm gonna pick Sacramento to beat Orlando because, why not? It doesn't matter. I think Philly can beat the Clippers. The Clippers have looked good. Philly has looked better. Embiid is on fire, going back to his MVP type play. Boston, Minnesota, Boston, easily. Washington, Sacramento, got to give it to the Kings. Washington again has been absolutely terrible, and it's killing me on the inside. Sacramento, not the same. They've been really good. The Lakers versus the Charlotte Hornets. I got to go Lakers again. Hornets, terrible. They're clearly not wanting to win. Lamelo's out. Nothing else to play for. I'm going to take the Lakers all day. Atlanta, Detroit. Got to go Atlanta. Detroit, again, not playing for much. Cade's out. What do they have to do at this point? Tank, get Victor, get Scoot Henderson, get one of them. Come on now. Brooklyn, Milwaukee. I got to go Milwaukee. I'm very big on Giannis right now. I think Milwaukee is going to be a hard team to beat. Them, Boston, Cleveland, hard teams to beat this year. I got to go with Milwaukee here. Cleveland, Toronto, Cleveland, easily, no doubt. Chicago, Knicks. I'm gonna give the Knicks one. I'm gonna give them the Knicks one. I know I gave Chicago one earlier, so the Knicks get this one. Yeah, I feel good about that. Miami, Indiana. Indiana will win that one pretty handily. Miami's been just a mess. Butler, Hero, and Bam have been out constantly, and it's just showing they are not that great of a team without those guys. All right, Houston, Dallas easily, no doubt. Pelicans should beat OKC, no doubt. Denver, Jokic is going for his third straight MVP this year. He's balling. He's balling out. He just tore up the Wizards the other night. Yeah, Jokic, easy dub right there. Memphis, Phoenix. I gotta go Memphis. Come on now, Memphis all the way. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.